So welcome back as we continue our conversation about the sacred prostitute. You know, our hearts, that anattata, that expansion of our hearts. You know, and Rumi, the mystic, the Sufi mystic, talks about that our job's really not to seek love, but to seek all the barriers that keep us from finding love. So as a sacred prostitute, my question for you is, how much love can you contain? How much love can you open up to? And when I say love, I mean open up to pleasure. So the other piece of love is that we in the Western world have kind of separated out is there's this kind of agape love, which is the love of the divine for us, and our love for the divine. But we separate it out from our physical love. And those two things are not separate, they're one and the same. So what's your capacity for love? What is the capacity for pleasure? And what is your capacity to surrender to love and pleasure? The journey of the sacred prostitute is really that, of finding, it's like the story I love to tell about Saint Francis. That Saint Francis, when he was delirious on his journey of having visions and seeking what he understood to be the Christ journey for him, was called to go touch the lepers. And Francis was terrified to go touch the lepers. But he did it because it was an inner calling. But what was he really afraid of? He went, he touched the lepers, he touched them, he kissed them, he held them, you know, he bathed them, he cared for them. So in a way, Francis was very much in service as a sacred prostitute, even though, you know, Christendom would probably kill me for that one. But you know, that whole idea of being of service in and through your body. But what was Francis really afraid of? Francis was afraid of himself. Francis was afraid of the untouchable. And so what I'd have you think on this journey as you open up to more love, more pleasure, and surrender to that, is where are the untouchable parts of you that are longing to be cared for so that you can show up in this world more vibrant, more alive, feeling yum in a bigger and fuller way. Namaste.